New year, new me. Can't wait to achieve the goals I want this year. Get Masters in League, get 1,000 subscribers, and get Chapter 2 demo out on Steam. My game. Yeah. Wait, hold on. When is the last time I updated my viewers? Well, shit. Hello. I know it actually hasn't been 4 months since showing you my game because I still have other vids and shorts that show my game that I released after Devlog 7, but anyway, it has been a while since I actually sat down and made a video about my game Colorless. I know the content on this channel has changed a bit to just not being my game, but bear with me and stick around even if you're just here for League of Legends guides, or if you actually are here for my game. So, last time we talked about how I released my demo of the prologue and chapter run on my own website. After releasing that, I tried to spread the word as much as possible so I can get a good number of people to play it. A lot of the data I got was again balance issues. I really didn't give the player enough leeway when it came to timing defense, and it felt like someone always had trouble getting used to it. Obviously I can't make it too easy, but I opened up the timing window again by a bit. We also talked about adding some continuation after Chapter 1 and creating a new side objective, which is getting rid of colorless domes that popped up around the world. Cool, now we are all caught up. Let's get into this on a month-to-month basis. For the rest of September, I started finishing up cutscenes for the colorless domes and also the colored area of the third jungle area scene. I then worked on creating a new cutscene similar to the beginning of the game cutscene to give the story some more sustenance and meaning by explaining to the player about the color red, as color is of heavy importance. I also added the ability to go into Gus's house when you complete Chapter 1. It has Gus's diary and explains 3 short stories about how he became a red color spirit and some other stories. This is only half of the month's work, as I already explained what happened in the first half of the month in Devlog 7. It is now October, and this month consisted of creating the in-between of chapters 1 and 2. The first thing I needed to do was create a small forest area in between the main castle town and Brushahana Beach. I had to create a roadmap of the area, and then create a new cutscene where we meet a new character named Professor Meow Meow. This interesting looking cat is a monster researcher, and wants to create the best monster guide for all the creatures in Colorless, but he has 2 problems. He can't fight, and he is a terrible artist. So, after helping him defeat some enemies, he pushes for you to meet him in his house in the castle town so he can explain more about what he wants. October can be seen as the beginning of a slowdown to my progress in my game. I already started experiencing some loss of motivation in September and completely stopped streaming because of the lack of viewership and the weight of all that pressure of feeling like the game won't be successful. I decided to keep going, but I started slowing down the purchase of art. The reason for that is I was going to be basically unemployed for 2 months as my job as a lifeguard was seasonal, and our facility was going to close down for January and December. I still have loans to pay for my college degree and decided to play safe so I don't run out of money and put myself in a terrible situation. So here comes the month of November, and before I continue, 96% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I would really appreciate it if you took the time and energy just to click that button. It's completely free and it makes my brain happy to see that number go up, and it supports me to one day become a full-time YouTuber and be able to work on my game more often. The big thing I wanted to get done this month was the start of Chapter 2 as I started getting the tile maps for the blue color zone. I also started creating the music tracks like the overworld, battle music, and boss music of this chapter. I got the first section of the chapter done and creating a battle scene as well, and that's kind of it. As I said, I started losing a lot of motivation as the realization of how much time this game is going to take me and how I'm cleaning toilets every day took a huge hit on my psyche. I felt like I was trying so hard to do something so cool and interesting, but it didn't matter to a lot of people. And as I was doing this hard thing, I was not creating more coding projects, I was not traveling at all, losing half of my paychecks every month, and not getting a single interview or job for a degree that I had. I felt stuck, I felt unappreciated, and I felt worthless, but even through all of this, I kept pushing myself down further by telling myself that I am not working hard enough. This was the beginning of a burnout. December has rolled by, and now I am unemployed for 2 months. Hey, that means I can work on my game more. Well, no and Yes. This was a time to recuperate and also was the start of finding some new passions. I still worked on my game, but I also started working on something new that I wanted to do for a bit of time now, and that was League of Legends coaching. Now that I started coaching League, it has been amazing. This helped grow my channel faster and get more subscribers, which was an amazing evil plan to get people to watch my devlogs. Ha! I tricked you! Now you have to see me in your feed for some stupid game I'm making! I still love you guys though, I love the support. But anyways, what did I do in December? First was creating the red color temple. This was something I wanted to get done so I can say that I have all the areas somewhat completed for chapter 1 until I add more special attacks that will change the world even more. I also created the music for it, which was something different from what I usually create, and I was very happy with how it turned out. The color temple is still not implemented, but I intend to add a cutscene and a way into it. I won't spoil it though, I will have this when the chapter 2 is completed. Next, I added the 2 enemies for the blue color zone. First was the blue sign, which is now a ghost, and the second is a tree that holds an axe of a lumberjack and wants to take revenge on all who cut trees. Kind of dark, but hey, he chops himself down in order to attack, which I thought was silly. I also made the chapter 2 first area look a little spookier by adding some fog and some spirit balls like it was a haunted forest. Next, I started creating the castle town. The main kingdom of Colorless is called the Art Kingdom. I only created the parts that are accessible to the player at the moment, which will be the southeast part of it, which has the library, a coliseum, Professor Meow Meow's house, local houses, a small little park with different colored flowers, a shop, and a chef's diner. I don't have the interior of these houses, but I tend to get it when I finally start working again. A cool thing that I worked on was implementing the coliseum. This coliseum will be another side task the player can do to get more color orbs if they are able to complete the gauntlets it has. I wanted to include puzzle battles and ways to create your own puzzle battles, and then I thought that my scope is already so big and I can't do this without spending so much time on it, so I just created a simple battle and boss rush. These battles and boss rushes make you battle enemies in a row without stopping. In between battles, you will have 3 opportunities to heal all of your HP and CP, and if you complete enough battles, you will be rewarded with color orbs. The first time you do it, you will get more and better rewards, but the next time you complete a reward tier, you will get less and a little worse rewards. Every chapter will unlock more of the battle rush and boss rush, which will include the new enemies from that chapter you just completed. The last thing I did for the month of December and a little bit of January was creating the ability to save your game. I was pushing back this task so much because I had never done it before, and it was scary just thinking about it. But after watching a video from Brackies, I created one with ease, and I needed to test the feature and also need to test some more bugs. So I got some more people to play my game and started polishing up the game even more. And there you have it, 3.5 months of game development shortened down to one video. If you would like to play my game, I added the new demo with the save feature on my website. It also has some continuation after chapter 1, and I would love for you guys to find and report any bugs you get. The link can be found in the description below. I am also so grateful for all the support you guys gave me last year, and I am so glad I was able to hit 300 subscribers in January. I hope to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, which seems possible, but 58 new people every month seems so daunting when I think about them all in one room. And it's almost 3 times the subscribers I have now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Also, I would love for you to share this video with your friends if you think they would like my game. Advertising is probably the hardest part for me when it comes to game development. I can code, I can write music, I know about game design, and I can buy art, but advertising is not really my strong suit as I am heavily introverted and a hermit crab. So I would love to get any help I can. I will see you guys hopefully in the upcoming months with the Chapter 2 demo done and released on Steam.